After Metro Exodus was pulled off of Steam and made an Epic Games Store exclusive, people were not happy with Steam, since they had already been told it would be on Steam, and then the Epic Games Store came into the picture, and they discontinued it on Steam, and of course people were not happy, and they decided to leave negative reviews on the game page since it was really disappointing consumers. I did not plan on purchasing this game, and I personally did not do this, but I agree with people doing that. I mean, if there's a review page up and you cannot purchase the game on the platform that the review page is on, you might as well leave a feedback on the overall customer service and the customer experience. That is what, in my opinion, reviews are, not only for the game, but also the experience when it comes to purchasing the game. And Steam has decided to put out a news update titled User Reviews Updated. Their statement is, once we've identified a review bomb, we will mark the time period it encompasses and notify the developer. The reviews within that time period will then be removed from the review score calculation. As before, the reviews themselves are left untouched. If you want to dig into them to see if they are relevant to you, you'll still be able to do so. So let us take a second here. They are not removing the reviews. They are left untouched, but they are going to be actively hiding them within a specific time period of them being posted. They right out say, if you want to dig into them. These are not going to be on the main page for the game. You have to dig to find them. They straight out say that. One problem here is that if you're not actively looking for them, you're not going to know that they're there, and you're not going to be able to see them straight off the bat. You don't have all of the information presented to you at time of purchase, which is a huge disservice to a customer. You know, as a consumer, this sounds like a huge disservice to us. That is hiding information that could affect a purchaser's decision. They're making it clear that you can put your reviews here, but they're not as important to us because we are not going to be actively showing them. And as a business, I mean, this is great for them. No one wants to purchase a game with a reputation like Fallout 76. They want to purchase a game with a reputation more akin to something such as The Witcher 3. Look at 46 to 50% ratings compared to 95 to 100% ratings. Of course, you are always going to want to purchase the better product that has a better story around it and that just has a better atmosphere to it. Now, another thing that they did is that they're trying to focus on off-topic review bombs, which they have said, in quotes, "We define an off-topic review bomb as one where the focus of those reviews is a topic that we consider unrelated to the likelihood that future purchasers will be happy if they buy the game, and hence not something that is added to the review score." So I personally do not agree with this statement, even if it is not part of the game itself from login to log out. What surrounds a game is very important in my mind, and is important when it comes to my decision of purchasing a game or not. It does not affect the finished product, but it affects the information before purchase, and consumers deserve transparency when we are talking about a market where alternatives exists. And if a company is doing something shady to their consumers, or in a way that they do business, they do not deserve a penny from you or I. And I think that this is a very deceptive of Steam to do. If you're going to have a review section specifically for reviews, there's an unfair aspect to repressing specific reviews, in my opinion. It might not be your opinion, but this is all just my opinion. Hiding them between options and hiding them under good reviews is still pretty unfair. We live in a time where a lot of thoughts and opinions can be shared via social platforms, and when you try to hide opinions, people are of course going to get upset. Maybe not everyone, but there is still going to be a lot of people that worry it's a step in a negative direction and a step in a direction that they don't support. I mean, I personally do not support this, and I don't think that this is a very good decision for this platform. And when it comes to a platform like Steam, people love Steam. I love Steam. I'm not criticizing it, and other people aren't criticizing the platform because they don't care about it. They care about the actions like this taken because it's a platform that I do have titles on, and that I do not want to see fail and to lose every single game that I own, or player bases of games to dim and not be able to actively play these games that require other members. I really have supported Steam in the past. Maybe in the past year and a half I have not supported them the way that I used to. I want to see them take steps in the proper direction, steps that I think will benefit them more, steps that I could agree with again. I feel the same way with the censorship that they're doing. I don't agree with the censorship and what they've been censoring, but I do think that every every company, I was going to say consumer, every company has a chance to redeem themselves. I've always said this. And I don't think it's too far along for Steam or any other platform like it at this point, such as Sony. I've talked a lot about Sony, and I think that they can save themselves. I just think that all of these wrong steps in the wrong direction, or at least what I consider the wrong direction, really affect my choices to purchase from them rather than someone else. I feel the same way when it comes to the newest situation with Rotten Tomatoes. They kept manipulating their systems for ratings of Captain Marvel, and so that they could really make the rating go up due to the excuse of review bombs. Using the term review bombs are keywords for these companies. They are huge keys that they use now in terms that they use. Since they added in sections to their terms of service with this term, it's a term that has a ton of gray areas, so that they can use this to their advantage to arbitrarily manipulate any reviews for the score to look better. Like I had said, if something looks more appeasing, if something looks better, people are going to want to see it, to purchase it, to experience it. And it's the same way with Rotten Tomatoes. They manipulated their scores, and they have a lot of gray areas saying that it's review bombs, and now Steam is following in those footsteps, not because of the situation, but because of a situation like Metro Exodus. Overall, you guys will have to let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. I will link the full announcement down below, because there were a lot of aspects of it that I didn't cover, but I did cover most of the main snippets that I thought were important. They did do a couple of Q&As, but you all will have to let me know your thoughts and opinions on them sort of being less transparent with consumers and repressing user reviews that maybe they don't agree with. Do you think that at this point that Steam can save themselves? Do you think if they reverted this, people would be happy? Would you not be happy because you know that these are the steps that they are willing to take? You guys will have to let me know your thoughts. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video though. If you did, make sure to give it a like, and of course if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either which way, but I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon.